What's up guys, it's Luke here with Soccer Post. We're going to have a full review today of the Hypervenom 1 as well as the Hypervenom 2, and we're going to do a full comparison of the two cleats so you know what to do when they come out. First off is the Hypervenom 1. Two of the biggest things you're going to need to know about the Hypervenom 1 are the Nike skin material and the all-condition control. The all-condition control, which is actually a layer that is put on top of the shoe. You maintain the same friction and the same control in all conditions, whether you're in wet or dry conditions. So whether you're playing in England or you're playing in the Sahara, you can have the same touch and same feel. The Hypervenom 1 also boasts a Nike skin material. The Nike skin was developed over about 2.5 years, and in that period, Nike went through 10 to 20 different materials trying to perfect this material, and they finally came to this one. The main idea behind this material is that you have the best ball control possible as well as the best striking feel possible. If you look really close at the cleat, you can see that there is almost like a honeycomb material. It also has a bit of a honeycomb feel in the upper. Any player can wear this cleat. I'm not a huge fan of telling people that you should wear one cleat because of a certain position. This shoe is made generally for forwards and midfielders, but there are plenty of goalies out there that are still wearing the Hypervenom 1. Now let's see the Hypervenom 1 on foot. In regard to overall feel of the shoe though, it's a very tight feel, it's a very close feel, it's very tight on your foot. It runs a bit small, probably a half a size, maybe even a size small. Personally, I typically wear a 7.5, and I would say in these, I would wear an 8. This shoe is one that is going to be a very minimal design. You're not going to have anything for extra ball control aside from the all-condition control material. You're not going to have any raised pieces for ball control. It's a very natural, minimal design shoe. So if you want something that you just get a close feel, this is going to be the shoe for you. Plus, you get a sweet little skull on the back. The second boot we're going to talk about is the Hypervenom 2. Now is the Hypervenom 2 Phantom and the Hypervenom 2 Finish. The Phantom is going to be the one that's going to have the fit collar. Finish is going to be the one that does not have the collar. Aside from the dynamic fit collar, the Hypervenom Finish does not have anything different. Both the Hypervenom Finish and the Hypervenom Phantom are going to have the exact same upper. They both have a Nike skin material as well as the all-condition control material applied all over them, and then fly wire on each of the boots. The Nike skin material is a thin mesh layer that also has a polyurethane film applied over top of it. On top of that, there's going to be the all-condition control liner. Players that are going to be wearing the Hypervenom Phantom 2 are people like Danny Welbeck, and then there are very high-profile players as well who are wearing the Hypervenom Finish 2, like Wayne Rooney. A lot of people actually have deferred to either a lower version of the fit collar or something like that. Neymar actually got a pair of Hypervenom Phantom 2s that had a lower fit collar on them. You think about the World Cup last summer, Cristiano Ronaldo had a pair of custom Superflies that had a lower fit collar on them as well. When we're talking about weight, the Hypervenom Finish 2 is going to come in at 7 ounces. The Hypervenom Phantom 2, which is going to come in at 7.4 ounces. Fit collar does add a little bit of weight to it, but when we're talking about 0.4 ounces, that's marginal weight. Now, price point is going to be very different between these two different boots. The Hypervenom Phantom 2 is going to be $275 US. The Finish 2 is at $200. So you are going to be paying a lot closer to the Magista Obra and the Superfly price for those boots. So when we're talking about the fly wire that is applied to these boots, the fly wire is going to wrap here around and then come around the laces as well. The fly wire is a Vectrin or a nylon material that is applied to help strengthen a boot that is thin or any shoe that is thin. A real-world application of something like the Flywire, or maybe a little bit of inspiration for the Flywire. Think about the San Francisco Bridge, which has those ginormous wires that give a bridge more strength. And that's exactly what it's going to do with this boot, is it's going to increase the strength throughout the boot. Differences between this Hypervenom and the Hypervenom 1, there aren't going to be that many. Material still is a Nike skin upper. Softness between the two boots, it's going to be pretty similar. Again, you are going to have fly wire on this boot as compared to the last one that you did not have it on there. You also, on the Phantom, are going to have the fit collar material. Now let's see the Hypervenom 2 on foot. In regard to general shape of the shoe, I would say the shape is pretty similar, but looking at pictures side to side as well as overlapped pictures, I would say that this boot is actually a little bit smaller, as well as has a more pointy toe. I would say that when we're talking about material and upgrades between the Hypervenom 1 and the Hypervenom 2, the Finish and the Phantom, in the second version, improved a bit in the material. It's stronger. The fly wire is going to give it a little more consistency. It's going to give it a little more structure to the shoe. My personal opinion on what you should do for each cleat, that's totally up to you. I think thinking you to go into a store, come into Soccer Post. I don't think I'm fit to say which one is a better shoe. I think that there are going to be people who are going to prefer the first version, people are going to prefer the second version. One of the big things that Nike did well was to carry over the same material from the Phantom to the Finish. The reason for that is because if you have a $275 cleat, a lot of people aren't going to want to pay for that, but they don't want to have a shoe that is a step down. When you have a boot that has the same material in the upper, but it's $75 less, that's fantastic. Like I said, if we're holding the shoes up next to each other, you can see that this one is going to have a smaller toe box. You can see from each angle. Hypervenom Finish and Phantom 2 run a half a size small, so I'd say you need to go up at least a half a size. Fortunately, if you really wanted that little skull on the back of the cleat, you will not get that with the Hypervenom 2, but you can get that with the Hypervenom 1. Come into Soccer Post now to get your Hypervenom 1 as well as your Hypervenom 2.